Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first long play in a long time. We are going to be doing the exploration of the new nod-krai region, and I'm going to be doing a voiceover for the majority of it. Last night, I did get all of the world quests done, so I shall be able to get all of the treasure compasses. Where did I put that? Ah, there. Alright, rewards. I'm gonna need so many of these. Oh, and these too. Yay. Before we continue, I do want to see how many primos we have and then compare. 179 plus 8. So that's 187? 88? Did I? 88. Excuse me. 188 wishes. And maybe by the end of it, we'll have 195, hopefully? I'm trying to get back to 200 as my goal until Zibai comes back. So let's get right into it. Hi, it's voice over whammy here. I'm going to be trying to talk as quietly as I can while I watch my edited version of the nod-krai exploration. And I'm doing this live, probably without editing. So hopefully I do this pretty well because it is over 3 hours of things that I did. And I'm like, you know what? This is great. I know people have been asking about a long play. I give you a long play. And one of the things that I included for this one is the music that plays in this area, which I don't normally do that. I usually add my own music. And going through the editing and listening to it on my own, I wish I was actually bothering to listen to it because I did not. I was watching YouTube videos while I played through the new nod-krai area, and I loved every second of it. I enjoyed it so much, but I would have enjoyed it a lot more with the music. It was so delightful. It's amazing. Has the track come out on Spotify yet? I do need to add that to my playlist immediately. What else can I discuss about this video? Oh yes, very cozy, very quiet. I will be whispering a bit as much as I can. I also did not cut out like anything embarrassing that I did in this video. Most of the things I cut out was me pausing to look up a tutorial because some of the chests were being annoying, and I think 2 of them might have glitched. This isn't the first time this has happened to me in nod-krai. One chest has glitched for me and didn't come back to like 2 patches later. So I know I'm missing 2. 2 have glitched. 1 I don't know how to solve it. I asked my friend who I saw, hey, you 100% did this. How did you do it? And she's like, oh, a friend that did that for me. I'm like, really? Wow. That's fantastic. How did you guys enjoy the new area? It's small, definitely, but it felt very busy when I got into it. I'm like, an hour per each area was what I spent my time with. So it wasn't like too short, too long. It was just right. Next thing that I wanted to say and talk about was the Archon quest because I did not record that because I I didn't have my PC to record it. I just wanted to play it. And I've stopped recording the quest because I just don't talk that much. But I am recording the leeway quest. I mean, the Lantern Rite quest, the current one. So hopefully I'll have some more things to say in that. I've been trying harder to be better about saying something, in my opinion, even though I'm like very, I don't want to say nonchalant about it, but I'm just like, okay. But I love the Archon quest that we got for nod-krai. It was so fun. I had a lot more words to put into it. I know I did. I love Columbina. I loved this cast of characters that actually felt like they had compatibility. This time, sorry Natlan, y'all did not cut it for me whatsoever. It is going through a Natlan Archon quest was so painful and just downright annoying to get through. The dialogue, I didn't care for it. Even the hype moments, I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. I need to remember to be quiet because sometimes I get a little loud. By the end of the video, I hope you guys are either very relaxed or maybe you fell asleep. Hopefully. What else about the Archon quest? Oh, our new weekly boss. Oh my god, finally we get a weekly boss that I feel like I can actually enjoy beating up. The music is great. The mechanics are also great. It's not like it's reliant on lunar like it was for Night Soul. And that was a pain in the butt. I hated that so much. The last time I enjoyed a weekly boss like this was Arlecchino, so it has been some time. The chess boss with its freeze mechanic, I think the most thing that annoys me about it is just co-op and people not understanding that you really do need freeze. A lot of people were bringing in Durin. I'm like, why are you doing that? Stop that. Like, I don't want to be a backseat gamer, but I don't think it's like that hard to understand what this boss needs unless you have not played it. The moon sequence that we did to like go to the moon with Columbina, I thought that was so beautiful. Seeing little Lauma, that just made my heart ache. I love her so much. And I just, as an artist, I love the art that came along with it. It was very pretty, and I just like anything with colors of purple and pink. And I'm looking at Mizuki right now, who is purple and pink. Probably why I love her so much. I mean, her outfit, her color palette is to die for. I cannot believe she's a standard, honestly. But I'm glad she is because I like getting her constellations. I think it was a fitting end to nod-krai and the little thing we got on the end that says that Dittori might be alive. Which makes sense to me because I was already thinking that maybe it's just another one of his segments that was playing as the god. Maybe. Maybe not. Not sure. Because it kind of felt just a little bit too easy, you know? But hey, overall, very enjoyable. I liked Arlecchino a lot in this quest. I liked that one of the things that I feel like I've been taking for granted because I've been learning about other gotcha games currently were is a Wuthering Waves or what? I don't know how to say it because I don't. I played it once and I was like, I don't really like the environment, the characters' art style in general, and I just even no matter how hard I try, I just don't like anything playing sci-fi unless it's Stray. That game is you get to play a cat, so it doesn't count. Um, yeah, I just don't like playing sci-fi games, especially when it comes to gotcha games. It's not really my thing. I like fantasy. That's why I really like Genshin a lot. It fulfills that fantasy vibe that I really enjoy. Anyways, I was learning about Wuthering Waves and learning about how it does its story and how it's just kind of abandons its characters after it's done with like their quest. I'm like that really sucks because in Genshin at like once a year at least we'll come back to each region. Sometimes not Inazuma. I notice some I feel like Inazuma is the most abandoned region that we have, but we will come back and we will see um old characters. We have not ever forgotten about Amber or Eula or Albedo or any 1.0 character at all. We always come back, we always say hi, we always hang out. They're always a part of a quest or an event. And when learning that Wuthering Waves doesn't do that, and there was another game mentioned that kind of also abandoned their characters, their old characters, I was like, I should be a little bit more grateful for this. And I do. I do feel grateful for it. Because Genshin is my only gacha game besides Cookie Run Kingdom. So I'm very happy for this point that it doesn't do that. We will eventually, in years to come back to nod-krai, of course. And I like that a lot. I like I like how connected we are to each character, and we get to see character growth as well with like mostly like the main characters that we have. Example Zhao right now. He's not distant. He shows that he cares. He shows that he cares in like a more direct way instead of just being on the side and showing his caring. Like it's like I'm not a therapist. I don't know these terms that I would describe him that much, but I think you guys understand what I'm saying. He's not mean to us anymore. He's not distancing himself from us. And that part I really liked in the Lantern Rite quest that we have right now. It warmed my heart so much. I'm like, yes, thank you, Hoyo, for actually like taking this into consideration when it comes to your characters, that they will not be the same after we've gone through the story and it's been years and we've like helped all these people with their own character growth because we are the main character and that's kind of our job. Oh, lore. We got new lore with the new travelers outfits. I've thought it over and I don't think I agree with the theories this time. I think there's some. Mm, I think they're understandable why people would think that the AI in the spaceship would be the heavenly principles, but there's also some things not adding up with that as well. Like, I think we're so close but so far, if that makes sense. I'm gonna stick to my own theories on the subject matter, because, you know, sometimes we're wrong and that's okay. That works. It still works out very nicely. I like when we get lore drops, love it. I'm so happy about it every time. I never really complain about a lot of it. It's like, oh, okay, I can see how that could work. It's not like, oh, that should not have worked. That's not how I pictured it in my head. That wasn't my head canon. I'm not too stubborn about that. Because fan fiction exists, and if I want to change it, you can just write it yourself, you know? And that's what I've done for quite a few things that upset me. And then I feel better about it afterwards. So I highly recommend that. Just write it down. If it upsets you, the best thing to do is just write down your thoughts and write down what could be better. And sometimes you can discuss it with friends who think the same as you. Otherwise, you're just going to be annoying to them. That's okay sometimes. Wish there was a teleport waypoint to the moon. That'd be great. I'd like to go back there. And Columbina did say she was going to like rebuild it because it's like destroyed. I guess the cities on there were destroyed. I don't know how she would rebuild it, but I would like over time we could see that progress, and eventually we just have a whole new place on the moon. Also, can we breathe on the moon like normal people? Because I know we, the traveler, are not normal. Columbina is also a goddess in her own right. So, is there air or what? I don't I don't really understand that. It would if I knew anything about the Honkai series, it would probably give me more of an explanation because why are there so many habitable planets? It's fantasy, so they're allowed to have habitable planets, but thinking about what we have in real life, very few. Very, very few. So I did talk about, I think in a previous video, that I wanted to get zibai on the 6th for my birthday. And that plan has not changed. So she comes out on the 3rd. I'd have to wait 3 days. And I'm fine with that because I just don't have enough stuff for her. I'm very far behind on that because I was working mostly on Columbina and Anefa artifacts for the new set. That set is so mean. I don't like it. But I've loved this Lantern Rite quest so much. I've enjoyed as the time of doing this voiceover. I've gotten Yao Yao skin. I got Yunjin for a constellation because I love her, and there's like 2, 3 quests out for it. I don't know, but I love it. I'm loving it so much. I don't think I enjoyed the past 2 Lantern Rite quests that much, but I am a little bit biased because Shenhe one is my favorite. I love that one so much. I think that Liwei's best characters are Shenhe, Yunjin, and nope, don't say that because that's just gonna show my bias even more. Should I just say it? I like Beto a lot. I think she plays unaware very well. She goes about life just like, if I need to know, I need to know. It's not on a need to know basis for anything. She's very chill and reminds me of myself. I'm not one to be in anybody's business, like almost too much to the point where maybe people want me to be in more of their business. Because if something's personal, I'm not gonna ask about it unless I think it's bothering somebody. But now we're getting personal. I just wanted to talk about the leeway. Lantern Rite. Yeah, the games are fun. The games are really fun. I really like them, and it felt easy this time. Last time, I think it was a lot harder with the games. Like the Tetris one was kind of difficult. I don't know. What else have I been liking? The horse statue. I took a lot of photos with that with my friend because it's pretty. Happy Year of the Horse, everyone. I'm happy about that because I am a major horse girl. You may hear me pause on occasion, like a lot, because this is 3 hours, so I'm just thinking of things to say and how to say them in a way that doesn't sound very confusing. But then again, this is supposed to be background video. You don't have to watch it. I say maybe each hour, go get a drink, go get something to eat. Maybe I'll take my own advice and go do that myself. I was going to talk about the things that I got up to when I was gone, when I didn't have my PC. One of the things was that I found my mini PC, so I used that instead, but it was like 5 frames per second. It was so bad. And there was like absolutely no graphics whatsoever. I'm like, well, I can't even, one, record, two, just play Genshin without lag. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna use this for small things. And one of those things was playing Repo with friends, even though it was still hella laggy. I think the mini PC is just old, and that's why it was like worse than how I remember it, because I remember it being decent in a way. If you guys don't know what Repo is a it's categorized as a horror game, but it's cartoonishly horror, if that makes sense. Like something like Courage the Cowardly Dog, even though that show did scare the crap out of me as a kid. But it's similar to that, where you play with friends, or you don't have to play with friends, and you try to um, pick up this stuff and give it to the tax man, and it gives money. The items are worth money. Um, you're trying not to drop things. There's also monsters that are trying to kill you in the houses and the places that you go. I love it so much. I love going um and searching around for the stuff. It's like really stimulating. It's almost like the same stimuli that you get from Candy Crush. Because when you find an item, it's like, ooh, piece of candy, ooh, piece of candy. Something like that. I get, I scream a lot enthusiastically when I play it because it's like, oh, ooh, scary. But I'm having a blast. I will be the first one to head straight into the lion's den whenever there's a monster. I'll just suck it up. So that's what I've been playing with my friends whenever we get the chance because we are in different time zones. The other thing that I wanted to play with friends with, and I'm gonna be the one in charge of it because I'm in charge of everything. I was literally in charge of repo. I wasn't the host because I couldn't be, but I was manning that ship like a crazy person. A Minecraft server with my friends. I've been working on the planning part of it. I have so many mods, but they're all very vanilla friendly, except for like maybe two at the request of a friend. That's fine with me. It's nothing too bad, but it's very vanilla, and the only thing non-vanilla would probably be adding light matica. I was planning on not adding it, but I'm like, man, I like to play in creative a lot more, but I want to play survival when it comes to friends. So when it comes to building, I will put limitations on that, but I will be using light matica for like big builds. I have to narrow down the rules and such, but yeah, I have never done a Minecraft server before or played it with friends. I'm very excited. I love playing Minecraft. I love playing with the mods that improve vanilla. Minecraft, please add some stuff that improves your base game, please. And yes, I did see the new babies for Minecraft. I don't think we'll have them in the version that I plan on playing in because some stuff just hasn't updated to the current version yet. That is okay by me. I have a whole Pinterest like I have Minecraft on its own, and then I have like a bunch of like world ideas, and now I have a server's ideas for the server. Has so many Pinterest pages and too many pins, and I'm getting overwhelmed with the ideas, but I'm very excited to play that and share it, of course. I want to, because now that I have an updated PC, I have a new CPU, I have a new motherboard. I think that I should try live streaming again, and hopefully it won't be a problem because it was last time. If you remember, it had lag. A, it had a lot of lag, like insanely, and most of the time I can't help that because my internet here is just plain awful. It's just because of where I live, honestly. I can't fix that part. So yeah, Minecraft server, I might in the far future set up something for members when it comes to Minecraft. But that's I'm nervous about that. I'm very nervous. I know I have a good PC, but I'm not so sure about being a host for so many people. I have no idea. And then I have like no I'm kind of working on my own here. So I'd have to yeah, be better at YouTube so that people want to work alongside me and help me out a little bit. I have thought about a Discord server, but I'm like, man, that's so many people. I know I like talking to you guys, but I'm not a people person. I am very introverted. The only thing I like to do is spend time with friends. And then if I need to leave, I just say, yeah, I'm going. I'm leaving. I need to stop socializing before I drown. I think some of you guys might understand that. You guys might like quiet, might like not conversing with people all the time, having to put on like a nice face and greet everyone. Like if I get put in that situation, I'm like, I can't do it. At some point I will explode. So maybe just a server for friends and other creators, because I've gotten to know quite a few, and quite a few have become my friends and acquaintances, and that's been very nice. I very much like it. I love it so much. I like the point where I am at right now, because I would not have thought I've I would get this far. I would not have thought that I've gotten this far at all when I first started. Because when I first started, um, it was awful. I sucked, and everything I did was very low quality. And I'm like, I was determined to make things better for myself and for my viewers and subscribers, and just, yeah, because I love YouTube. It's what I think of every single day when I wake up. It's the only thing I really want to do. And I like talking into this mic, even if it hurts my voice. Like right now, we're not even an hour in, we're 30 minutes in, and my voice hurts. I just don't talk that often. Because the most time when I'm talking, it's just for YouTube. I'm not really talking to anybody else. I have low disk space. No. Stop it. Why? Why do I even have anything? It's just annoying. I don't really know how to fix that further, because when I try to look up like my biggest files, it's like, they don't exist. I'm like, what do you mean they don't exist? I make YouTube videos. I know they exist. I know they're somewhere on here because I unintentionally download them all to my files. My bad. I don't mean to, because I don't need them. They're all on YouTube. Why would I need them, you know? Gosh. I'm gonna have to edit out that part of the video because I know that it probably picked that up. Actually, no, it didn't. It's only picking up my microphone. Thank goodness. So I think I'm done with talking about the Minecraft server. Another thing that I was doing was I got some video games for the PS5 for Christmas. One of them I was mostly interested in. The other ones, my uncle doesn't know what type of video games I like to play, so he didn't really get me anything that I was interested in. I felt so bad. My dad got me God of War. That was on my Christmas list. Ragnarok. I know, crazy. Doesn't seem like something I'd play. It is something I'd play. Red Dead Redemption 2 is my favorite game. So it's pretty close. I knew context prior to playing Ragnarok um, about Kratos, about Atreus, and the first game before Ragnarok. And that's okay with me. I typically end up playing the second installation of a game. Red Dead Redemption 2. Never played the first one. Uh, Horizon. Only played the second. Uh, right now, playing Ghost of Yote. Haven't played Ghost of Tsushima. I don't even know what happens in that game. But back to God of War. I loved the story, but when it ended and I thought about it more, I'm like, huh, did I enjoy the game as much as I think I did? And that's a little disappointing. It's great. Love the story. I just I think that maybe it's not what I was expecting. I don't know. I'm gonna try and think longer on it so I can actually make a reasonable sentence about it. I really like Freya. Freya was nice. Besides her trying to kill us. And then I think that maybe she got over it a bit too quickly. Like, I understand that her priorities changed, but I feel like we should not have become friends at the end of it, just allies. And then she was like, spoilers, by the way, spoilers. Um, she didn't want to like crush the soul of what's his name? Why am I forgetting? I know I know Norse mythology. Odin, excuse me. She did not want to crush the soul of Odin. She was like, I've grown as a person. I'm like, you don't have to grow. You don't have to be the better person. Do what you should have done. I think she should have done it. And then I think that Atreus is just more enjoyable to play than Kratos. I died a lot playing Kratos, and I never died when I played Atreus. I think when I play ranged characters, I just have a better time. I I like playing with a bow, and I learned that very quickly when I was playing Horizon. That game is so fun. And the magic part was nice. Um, Giant magic, I guess it's called. Yeah, so I wasn't really that happy when the game ended and we had to continue playing Kratos and Atreus went on his own. And I really felt like they should have done the thing that Red Dead did when Arthur's story ended, very sadly, of course. And we went and played John Marston and it was an epilogue. I would have liked an epilogue of Atreus' story and see where his journey was going to go because he had something he was going to do and something he was going to be up to. And I was like, that's cool. I really support you in that. I want to be there. I want to play. And the characters that we made friends with as Atreus, it would be so nice to continue a story with them. I loved it. I had a fantastic time. I love all the friends that Atreus made. They're great. Didn't the game win Game of the Year? I'm actually kind of shocked that it did now that I played it. I thought it was Elden Ring that was the competitor. I think. Even though I suck at Elden Ring. I like a lot of aspects about it. I learn about it a lot from YouTube because I can't play it well. The lore is very nice. The settings are nice, but I will give God of War sunflowers, sunflowers, some flowers on its environment. Even though we can't really explore that much of it, it wasn't as open world as I was expecting it to. It was a linear open world, I think that's what they call it. Unlike what we have with Ghost of Yote right now, which is the other game I'm playing currently, that game is very open world. You can't exactly climb on everything, but you can try. I'm just very used to Breath of the Wild type open world, and I think that's my favorite, as well as I'm used to Genshin. Genshin's open world is extremely similar to the mechanics of Breath of the Wild's, and that familiarity is just nicer to me. I like being able to climb and everything. I don't think anything is in my way except for the things that require a lot of stamina. And that's about it. What else about God of War before I go on to Ghost of Yote? Because I'm loving Ghost of Yote a lot more than God of War. I'm sorry. I knew what's his name? Tyr, the giant. I knew who that was. I I was surprised nobody else caught it on. I thought, the first thing that I said when I first saw him, I was like, I thought he was going to be more constrained than just a rope. I thought a lot of things about his situation, and I was just like, what if this is just Odin? Because he already knows everything about the prophecy, and he's very smart, and I listened to Mimir because he is the smartest man alive, and he says that Odin is intelligently manipulative. So I'm like, this guy is not who we want. And then, what's his name was like, this guy's cooking his ass. And like, that might also be suspicious. And he was right on the money. He was right on the money. Like, I was correct. It was an interesting play to not be violent. Because that was the weirdest thing to me. Like, this guy is so. Because comparing what they knew of his character versus what we got is very interesting. But I respect that they respected his wishes, even though they were in the way of what they needed to get done. And I understand that as well. It was great. It was a great time. I played it like for hours every day. But there were a lot of things that I was like, okay. And every time we switched from Atreus to Kratos, I was like, oh, I hate this. Bring me back. I don't want to play you. No offense. I'm unsure how much I am able to record because every time I go through my files looking for something that's too large and that it doesn't want, I'm like, where is it? You know, what am I missing? Oh, I think I found it. Maybe. I think I found something. No, I didn't do squat. When in doubt, watch a YouTube tutorial. I'll have enough to even have enough to finish this recording because I am almost an hour in. Honestly, I do not know how much one recording of 3 hours takes. Hopefully, not that much. Not sure where it's coming from. Yeah, Google will have to be my savior for this. The next thing is Ghost of Yote to talk about. And I am loving it so much. I can't get over how beautiful the game is. I have, in games like this, normally I just don't do any side quests whatsoever. But it is reminding me of Red Dead, where I did a lot of side quests and I wanted to do them, and I felt like they added value to the story and to just what I did, whatever I did. Like it, and it might even get something from it as well. When it came to Horizon and God of War, especially, I didn't do like anything side quest wise. I didn't really care to do it because when you hang the fate of the world is in the balance, end of the world possibly maybe is also a problem. I don't feel like doing anything but focusing on that. I'm like, what do you mean we have time? We don't have time. I don't know what you're talking about. So that is a problem in these games that I play. When they want you to do side quests, of course, they want you to play their game, but like you just gave me no incentive to do anything on the side. When it comes to Ghost of Yote, I want to do anything but the main story because I don't want to fight those guys. I want to get stronger. I want to get my skill trees all maxed. I want to find all of the wolves, all the wolf dens. I want to get armor that I want. Unfortunately, the armor that I want means that I have to go through this main story. I want the kitsune set because it's pretty and I think it's the most appealing. I love my horse. My horse is amazing. I will never trade it out for a different horse. I don't think that's an option, but I will not. I gave it a very pretty saddle and it looks like it's royalty. I love it. That horse can jump like crazy. It's not realistic in the slightest, but I don't care. The jumping is amazing. The speed feels great. The cinematography of just running with your horse, galloping, is amazing. Best thing ever. Atsu is very nice. You can also, she's not, well, I'm not like in the story like whatsoever, but I think she's a good enough bare bones character that you can feel like you are Atsu, you know? Besides having your family murdered, uh yeah, you can just place yourself onto her like she's you. And well, except for sometimes when she makes a decision that I don't like. Going after the bounties I thought would be difficult. It's not. It's very easy. Things that I think are difficult are not actually that hard. I did the what was it? The guy who had a bunch of disciples and he like did not want these disciples. I completed that. That took me about 20 tries to defeat that guy. And at some point I just reached a flow state. Like I never knew what a flow state was until I defeated that guy. But I felt it, and I was beating the crap out of him at one point because I was like, I understand your mechanics now, my guy. You can't even hit me. Good luck. It's so much fun. I like the combat a lot. I like that I can be stealthy when I want because I like it when games give you that option. So I've been working on enhancing my stealth abilities and assassinations because to me that's just an ideal way to play. If I can avoid fighting as much as possible and I just quick slash them and they're gone, yeah, that's nice to me. I I enjoyed that a lot when playing Breath of the Wild. I never heard many people talk about Ghost of Yote except when it released, and past that it just kind of died off. And I don't really know why. Maybe some people just didn't enjoy it as much as I'm enjoying it right now. If you guys have played it, let me know your thoughts on Ghost of Yote because I'm having the most fun I've had in a long time with a video game. I got the Crimson Kimono recently, and honestly, I was expecting it to look differently, and I didn't really like it that much. So I'm trying to find something better because I can't stand not being pretty in my game. Nope, that's not allowed. Not on my watch. I like. Mm, I'm I'm still trying to get the names of places down, but I'm liking the snowy place where the kitsune lives. It's so gosh darn gorgeous. I love snowy areas, so it it did fulfill my expectations. And the red trees, the with those red leaves, oh my god, that's amazing. I need those everywhere. I need trees like that in Minecraft. You know, I think we deserve that. I don't think we have any. They gave us red wood with mangrove trees, and those trees are the worst things ever, by the way. They're so hard to cut down and farm, and I hate it. Anyways, back on track to what I was trying to talk about. Uh, just the trees are so nice. Taking pictures in this game, also amazing. You get to decide if you want, like, what kind of petals you want falling in your photo, what time of day you want your photo to be, what weather it is. Oh my god. The options are endless. And I'm like, do other games have this? Have I just been missing out this entire time? I don't play many games um on the PlayStation. Why did I even get a PlayStation? Because I wanted to play more games, but I'm just very particular. And Nintendo has not released a game that I've liked since uh, a while, let's just say. Breath of the Wild, probably, and Animal Crossing are the only ones that I stick to. And while Tears of the Kingdom was fun, the story does not hold up when I keep thinking about it. The longer I think about a game, and it's just I'm finding things that disappoint me about it, the more I'm just not gonna like it, even if I enjoyed it in the beginning. And that was kind of my thing with God of War, unfortunately. Love it. Would I recommend it? Eh, not sure. Maybe to somebody who it, likes a lot of the aspects about it more than me, more than likely. I remember getting recommended Breath of the Wild for the first time by a friend. Best decision they ever did for me. What else am I doing in Ghost of Yotei? Well, I want to really just level up everything before I start going on the Yotei 6 and getting rid of them in the most PG way I can explain it in a YouTube video. You guys will have to let me know if you want to see me play some of it. Maybe even live stream it if I can. I totally forgot how to connect my TV to my monitor so I can record it, but I do have the setup for it, I know. But I just don't remember how. Because my TV is a 4K TV and I like playing my PlayStation games in 4K because they're gorgeous. Visually the most amazing thing I've ever seen with my eyes. Oh my gosh, it's like I cannot put into words how much I love it. It is so, so beautiful. I do just about every side quest. If I see an NPC who needs my help, I do pretty much help them if I'm not distracted too much. But I end up getting distracted always. And so I feel like it's an odd reason to compare Ghost of Yotei to being a mix of both Red Dead and Breath of the Wild, but those are just the two games that I love a lot, and I feel the similarities in them. A lot of it with um, helping out NPCs, the world, the horse, Um, they all have horses, and I love that. They all do horses really well. I like that. Ghost of Yote is definitely the least in doing horses well, but as far as new games, I feel like it's doing really well. Like there are some things in Red Dead that I think are a little finicky, like the sizes. The sizes of the horses are a bit odd to me. Some of the horses are a bit small, and I'm like, I I know it's been a while since I've stood next to a horse, but I don't think this breed of horse is this tiny. I don't know, maybe that's just my nerdy horse girl self coming out and being too critical. But I'm not critical of Ghost of Yote's horse mechanics. I like the fact that I can jump like a madman. And the running in the flowers is very nice. I like that you get a speed boost. It's very pretty. The visuals are pretty. And the game runs really well. It's very smooth. I haven't experienced anything that was clunky. Besides trying to climb on something that isn't climbable. My bad. I only wrote down 2 more things I wanted to talk about. And I think I already talked about both of them a little bit. Um, Thoughts on the new region? Right now, as I'm watching, we are in the um I don't know what they called it. Something about the apocalypse paddock hideout. I don't know. But it's underground and I just don't like it. It's cool. The concept of it is cool, but I think it left too many questions for me, like who made it, what was it for, what apocalypse are they talking about, how old is it, uh not even just who made it, but where are they from. Is this, it looks like Fontanian tech to me, but also could be maybe Conrian, not sure. Then again, I don't know much about Snezhnaya technology, and nod-krai kind of always uses Kuhenki in their tech, and I didn't see that passing through. Not Kuhenki. Kuvaki, excuse me. They had like, they had it used, but not like to the way that nod-krai people use it like today. With the red and the blue Kuvaki, repel and retract. I didn't see any of that in the area. Nicole's place is definitely the prettiest to me. I like the purple leaves and pink leaves, and those are my favorite colors, and so is green, but it is gorgeous in there. And I wish that the area actually looked like that throughout where we are, because not everything can be green all the time. Like Hisi Island is like white and purple everywhere, and I love that. I love everything about that, and I think they should do that more often, because then it just gets repetitive if everything's green. Because yeah, I get it, it's the most common color in nature normally, but seriously guys, like that was my #1 complaint with the jungle in Sumeru. I hate that place so much. It is way too green. It hurts my eyes. Why don't I have that complaint with the desert when it's all just one color? I like the desert, and it's interesting. The mechanics are interesting, and it's widespread. I I felt claustrophobic in the jungle, and I do not like that at all. I hope with where I think the next region of nod-krai will be, because there was still more lunaculi to get. I hope that it is closer to Shnezhnaya, and that means snow. I want snow. I want my pine trees. I want winter exclusive animals like what are they? Snowy ferrets, snowy foxes, snowy everything. Just give it to me. Make it like Iceland themed, you know? Iceland has, I think they have volcanic areas because it is an island, and there's like, I don't know what it is. It's black rock, but I don't know what it would specifically be called. I just know it's black and it's rocks. Hmm? It's very pretty there. It's also green as well, but I know that there's snow. If they can just mix the two of those together, snow, green, because that is something that exists. Mountains have snow caps, and there's grass right next to it. I've been on mountains before. They go very well together. Just a thought. Just a thought, Toyo, please. I did enjoy every moment of my exploration, though, when exploring this place. Visually, I would say they should add a few things, but overall, I think it was very pretty. The. What was that one place called? The one place with a lot of Sealies. Amsvatnir? Amsvatnir? Oh, I almost saw it on the map. Gosh darn. That place is really pretty. I like it a lot.
That dream last night tasted wonderful. Thank you for sharing it with me.
I managed to find the files that were a bit too much for my PC. I was putting in the wrong thing that I needed to look up. But now I've gotten rid of a big chunk, but there's still a lot that I seem to have. Maybe I do need more than 1 terabyte. I don't think I do much to make it so that I need a lot of storage. I guess I do. Maybe I do. I should definitely work on getting rid of a bunch of this stuff if I can. But I don't really know what the issue is.
Sometimes the best medicine is a little extra more in your pocket.
There was only one more thing that I wanted to talk about, and that was my birthday plans. Unfortunately, this I thought I was going to be able to talk for 3 hours about all of these subjects. I guess not. I may just split them up across the video, or I just make the second half of the video just entirely quiet, because I know at the end of the video when I do my outro, I am also very quiet, and hopefully enough that I don't wake anybody up. And hopefully I edited out the combat portions so that they aren't. I did make sure that they weren't so loud, but I hope that I got all of them, because I was skimming through it, because it's 3 hours. It's a lot to work with. thing when looking through my files to delete stuff, I'm looking at the thing that I was working on before my PC decided to die on me. It was Dragon Spine 100% on my alt account. Man, was I having so much fun with that. Oh, right, my birthday. It is the 6th when I plan to pull for a zibai, and the only thing I asked for was Genesis crystals. I will be going out to eat Huhat, and Huhat is like Americanized Mongolian. I don't even know how close to Mongolian it is, but it is so good. But nobody in my life actually enjoys it as much as me. So I only get it once a year. And then that's with my mom. With my dad, we're gonna go out to get Italian on my birthday. I love this place that serves Italian. No other place comes close. And we both know that. We understand that. It's been a while since I've been, and I'm very excited because usually when it comes to noodles, I get fettuccine alfredo, chicken fettuccine alfredo. They just aren't that good when it comes to leftovers, but these are extremely good when it comes to leftovers. And that's what makes me really happy. Who Heart does not do leftovers. That sucks. I don't like that. Probably because they're mostly a buffet. That makes sense, I guess, but it's interesting. In my files, I still had my Arlecchino and Arlecchino wishing video. That's interesting. I was not expecting that. So since I asked for Genesis crystals for my birthday, it will more than likely be added to my llama saving collection. So far, I have not needed to use any of them. I will have enough for zibai, 100%. I'm over 200 right now. I got to 222 today from doing the lantern right white lantern right games, which were fun. And I should get more by the time that I wish for her. I might even almost get up to the amount that I had prior, which was 250 something. I'll get close to that, but maybe 230, which I'm actually shocked about. I was not expecting to get so much in such a short amount of time. I thought that maybe I'd have to use my savings for zibai because I'm, you know, there's the thing of losing the 50-50 and going to max pity. That's 180 pulls. That sucks. But I'm hoping I get some birthday luck when I do wish for her, and that's why I'm doing it on the 6th. That's another reason. The other reason being I just don't have enough stuff for her, and I don't like it when I'm too far behind on a character's materials. But then again, I need to learn that it's okay to not have everything for the character and be more patient about it. Because I am not patient. But I do have willpower to be patient, as we've learned from me not having my PC for about a month. And then the next thing is Escoffier. And I hope things go well with zibai so that I can get Escoffier and not worry about indulging into my llama savings. Because after Escoffier, it's probably Nicole I'll be thinking about next. But for Nicole, it, excuse me, it does matter if I just need to hydrate. I'll feel better in 5 seconds. One moment. How good of a support she is, I'll most likely get her if she is a support, but how supportive she is does matter to me. And if I don't like her, then I won't pull for her. She'll always come in a rerun. I don't think she'd be the type of character that you have to wait very long for her rerun because she's a well hyped character. But also at the same time, she is so pretty. She is extremely pretty. And I'm still disappointed that she's not Geo. She could have been an amazing 5-star Geo support for Zibai, but no. She has to be Pyro. Because that makes sense. Not really. When I think about the aspects of Pyro characters that they all have in common, none of that comes up for Nicole. Like, ever. Except for the fact that most Pyros, minus Diluc and minus Arlecchino, are extremely positive people. Happy-go-lucky, like Gaming, Xiangling, who am I thinking of? Lily, very sweet. Klee, especially, very sweet. Alice, we all know she was gonna be Pyro from the start, is also a very cheerful woman. And Nicole is she's kind of happy-go-lucky. She's not worried, I would say. Like when things were like, oh my gosh, I'm so concerned. Nicole was just fine with all of it. And I'm like, how are you fine? How do you know everything's gonna be okay? I don't know. Maybe we'll learn about her more in her story quest if we get one. Hopefully. I'm not interested in Varka because that's a man and animal, and I just don't care for either of those things. Not getting Flynn's. People say Flynn's is getting a rerun. I'm like, wow, that's fast. But okay. you guys voted on which one I should get, anyways, and you guys said Anefa, and I got Anefa, so I'm not going to even worry about getting Flints. So Anefa as a support is amazing. I love her so much. I wish I knew prior, like ahead of time during her banner, that she would be a beast. Because it didn't really shine through until after we got nod-krai how good she is. In the beginning, it was like she was good enough to be a great support. But now it's like, oh my gosh, she is actually amazing, and we kind of need her for everything. I just didn't hear a lot of discourse on her amazing capabilities when she first came out. And then when we started getting more nod-krai units and being able to use her more for more things, then she started to shine. Still don't care for her design though. That I will not switch up on that. Nope. My opinion still stands. She still looks like a 3-star. We've pretty much reached the halfway point of the video, and I don't know what else I could say except just ramble on about random things. I mean, I could try, but if I reach a point where I just cannot, then I'll just probably stop talking and let the video proceed. Is that maybe this point you're either watching this because you're studying and that means that you need something to keep your mind busy, or you're like fully totally relaxed and maybe even passed out. Because for me, it does not take much for me to pass out when I watch a cozy video, especially when I'm sleepy. Or it's not even sleepy. It's some sort of narcolepsy. I don't know what it is. It's just I don't know how to describe it because I can't sleep when I need sleep. But when I don't need sleep, I get very sleepy. I don't know how to describe it. It's probably not even narcolepsy, but it's the closest thing I got to it.
What a nice find.
I do want to try out the new Animal Crossing update for New Horizons. But at the same time, that's more commitment. Like, let's just stick to Genshin, Ghost of Yote, and the potential Minecraft server. Like, that is too much right now. And then also, I can now get back to my VTuber model. I need to find time for that as well. Because I have plans for that, and then another one, which I need to get on. I feel so bad that it's been in the backlog, but I have thought of more ideas for it. And then my other one, which she's an OC, who I made a long time ago, but I'm like thinking of like ways to update her because I want people to see that I know how to make VTuber models. I know how to make characters on my own if I need to, because I want to get paid to make them, you know? Because I like art as much as I like the what I'm doing now, which is making YouTube videos, and I could do that at the same time. I mean, art kind of makes me very annoyed a lot, but when I'm making VTubers, it's very organized and I'm not as stressed when I'm making them. It's hard to describe. When I'm making like a simple piece I'm like, I'm more of a perfectionist about it. And when it comes to VTubers, you're just making a puppet. And I know how to put the pieces together. So that's when I think about that. Speaking of other games like Animal Crossing, I've never played Tomodachi Life. I watched the trailer for the new game and I think it's the funniest thing ever. And I really want to try it and play it. I think they said it comes out April 16th. So that's a good distance away for me to not think about it. It looks really fun and I might actually want to record that. I do have a Tumblr and I would like to be more active on it, but nobody's there to see me be active on it. So I'm like, what's the point, you know? So if I see that some of you guys have followed me, it might give me an incentive to use it more often. But I'm on there all the time. I just forget to post anything when I should because I'm not on Blue Sky. I abandoned Blue Sky so much that it logged me out. I didn't know it would do that. Currently on Tumblr, people are obsessed with Elua and Flynn's, and I can't blame them. The chemistry is there. The ship potency is also there. As a multi-shipper, I'm enjoying this so much. Flynn's gets tossed around to literally everyone. Most of my feed on Tumblr is just Animal Crossing, Genshin, and My Little Pony. Because it's a comfort show to me. I like drawing horses, and that includes ponies. I think I'm really good at it too. I mean, I don't think, I know I am. It's the one thing I am very confident in drawing. I think that is going to be all that I talk about for this video because I am out of water and I am also very hungry and I don't know what else to talk about because I think I might have over talked about things that I want to do, things that I've done, things that I wanted to talk about with you guys. But you know what? And if you're listening, ask me some more questions. I don't mind answering them. It helps when I don't have to talk about them. I can just text them to you. If I had a better voice, I might be able to talk for the full 3 hours, but I made it 1 hour and 44 minutes in. So that's nice. Anyways, I hope you enjoy the rest of the video.
What a nice find. 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 What a
And with that, we are done with the new nod-krai region. I hope everybody enjoyed this video and it was very cozy for them. The last thing we need to check is how many primos we got. 195 plus, I believe, the 8 that we have. 9 that we have. So we did go above my goal of 200. That's very nice to know. I will see you guys again later. Goodbye.